On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, pick and stick policy goes out the window in Queensland with DCE getting the chop. Panthers beat the Tigers after record-breaking Big Papa's Raiders rout the Rabbits. And thousands line the streets of Hull for the Robins Challenge Cup Champions Parade. But first up, Queensland's veteran scrum half, Daly Cherry Evans, has become the first State of Origin captain to get the flick mid-series this century. Monday morning local time, Maroons coach Billy Slater unveiling a new-look 20-man squad for Origin 2 in Perth for what is, of course, a must-win game for Queensland. And according to various reports on the eve of that announcement, Cowboys co-captain Tom Dearden to succeed 36-year-old Cherry Evans in the number 7 jersey. The other Maroons player who's been rissoled, Beau Fermor from the Gold Coast. Those changes coming after Queensland's series opening 18-6 loss to the Blues at Suncorp Stadium. The replacement player for Fermor is warrior Kurt Capewell. The Bulldogs' Kurt Mann is expected to take Dearden's spot on the Maroons bench after acting as the 18th man in Game 1. And another selection that will raise some eyebrows, Bronco Ezra Mam coming into the Maroons' extended squad, just 3 games back from a 9-match suspension for his off-field antics. And according to News Corp, the Queensland team shapes up this way: Ponga, Coates, Toya, Tumbawai Fido, Holmes, Munster and Dearden. And the starting pack, Fotuaika, Grant, Fa'asu Malawi, Cotter, Nanai and Carrigan. On the interchange bench, Mann, Capewell, Liero and Collins. And the extended bench, new faces in Mam and Mackay-born Jack Howarth, plus Corey Horsburgh from the Raiders, who played 1 game for Queensland 2 years ago. And for the Blues, Edwards, To'o, Stephen Crichton, Mitchell, Lomax, Moses and Cleary. And the starting pack of King, Robson, Haas, Angus Crichton, Martin and Yeo. The interchange bench of Watson, Lenu, Young and Otuika Manu. And the extended bench for the Blues, Burton, Olakawatu, Graham and Kolamatangi. On the field, in round 14 of the NRL, 4-time defending premiers Penrith have continued their mid-season revival with an 18-14 win over the Tigers. The Tigers led 10-6 at one stage before the Panthers got it back to 10 apiece for half-time, and it finished up 3 tries all, the boot of superstar Nathan Cleary proving the difference. For Penrith, a hat-trick to Tom Jenkins, and Cleary with 3 goals. And for the Tigers, tries to Stafford Toa, Sunia Turuva and Gerald Skelton, and Adam Dewey just the 1 goal before a crowd of 17,708 at Combank Stadium. Earlier, the Raiders smashed South Sydney 36-12 in Canberra. Josh Papali'i, aka Big Papa, was playing game number 319 for the Raiders, making him the most capped Canberra player of all time. And what a day it was for the big man from Logan. He finished with 2 tries plus 1 goal. That's right, 1 goal, as well as those 2 tries for the Green Machine, who scored 36 unanswered points in the national capital. That was after Souths led 12-0. Ethan Strange also grabbed a double for Canberra, in addition to kicking 5 goals. Tries also to Zach Hosking and Simi Sasangi. And for the Bunnies, Keon Kalamatangi and Alex Johnson scored tries. Latrell Mitchell, 2 goals. The crowd, 19,438 in chilly conditions on what was the first Sunday, of course, of winter in that part of the world, with the wind blowing off the Brindabellas. In round 14, of course, wraps up with the King's Birthday Monday afternoon fixture between the Bulldogs and Parramatta. And for listeners outside Australia, New Zealand and the Pacific Islands, you can hear that one live and free right here on rugbyleague.com. Thanks to our great friends at the Continuous Call team. In the New South Wales Cup, Penrith beat the Bears 26-16 at North Sydney. Souths won 24-14 in Canberra. And Parramatta beat the Roosters 28-16 at Kellyville. In the Queensland Cup on Brizzy's Bayside, Townsville, the Blackhawks, they toppled Winner Manly 34-24 at Totally Workwear Stadium. Norths beat the Tigers 42-26. And in Port Moresby, Redcliffe flogged the PNG Hunters 50 points to 16. Staying in Queensland in the final of the 47th Battalion Trophy at Bundaberg in the rum capital, the Sunshine Coast defeated the Bundy Bears 18 points to 4. And off the field, Alan Graham, the boss of Brisbane's iconic Suncorp Stadium and closely connected to Queensland's former Origin greats, is set to retire. Graham to finish up next month at the Cauldron. In the UK, crazy scenes in Hull since KR's Wembley success. In the aftermath, thousands of people lining the streets for a street parade to salute the newly crowned champions of the Challenge Cup. Quite amazing to think that 5 years ago, the Robins finished rock bottom in Super League. The celebrations come after KR, of course, lifted the cup for the first time in 45 years. The Robins sneaking home 8-6 against Warrington, with Wolves coach Sam Burgess insisting that the better team lost. Posting on LinkedIn, Hull KR CEO Paul Larkin says the sheer joy on everyone's face at Wembley will live with him forever. There's also been celebrations in Wigan after the Dennis Betts coached Warriors won the Women's Challenge Cup for the first time. 42 points to 6 the final score in that match against St Helens, who were going for 5 straight titles. And happy days also in York after the Knights won the 1895 Cup final, also at Wembley. Amazingly, not a single try scored in that game. York winning 5 points to 4 in Golden Point. What a game it was. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's the latest in news on rugbyleague.com.